How's it going, everybody? Welcome back for another video where I give you a little bit of sports betting advice and hopefully we make some money. We're going into our fourth week now, and so far we have profited in all 3 weeks. The worst week was actually last week at plus $66, but all in all, we are over $300 since we've started this channel. So if you haven't already, go ahead, hit that sub button so you can follow along as well, and hit the like button if you enjoy my content. And let's get into the picks for some Thursday night football games. And I'm pretty much convinced that Thursday night football only exists so that bad teams can also have primetime games, because this is the third week in a row that I've looked at the Thursday night football game and just been like, why is that nationally televised? This is the worst of the worst. I think this is just an absolute tank bowl. Both teams are 0-3. Both teams look like they're in tank mode, especially if the Broncos can't get Drew Lock back very quickly. Both teams have a shot at the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes, so we'll see which team actually wants to win this game is going to be the interesting question, but I do like some of the bets going on. It's a little bit risky because you go into this game knowing that there's a chance that it is an absolute, boring, nothing kind of game where neither team scores much at all. But I do have some guys that I think will have good games, so let's get into it with Fox Bet. Each team to have 1 touchdown and 1 field goal is boosted to even odds from minus 150 with a max bet of $25. This is their super boost of the day, and normally I really love their super boosts. Not as high on this one, but I do still think it happens. And I do think it's better than 50-50, but it's definitely not the guarantee that some of these have been. But for $25 at even odds, we will be taking it. Also on Fox Bet, Jerry Jeudy to score a second half touchdown is at plus 425. Because both teams are so bad, I do think this game will be close. So I think they'll be throwing the ball quite a bit in the second half, which gives Jerry Jeudy plenty of opportunity. Courtland Sutton's not in the game, which means after Noah Fant, he and Noah Fant are kind of the guys to catch the ball and hopefully catch a touchdown. We'll see how that goes. And finally on Fox Bet, we're just going to throw a $5 tenth of a unit kind of on this one. But the final score to be 24-20 in favor of the Broncos is at plus 10,000. That's a perfectly reasonable score. At those odds, why not? Let's throw a $5 bet on it. Hopefully we'll come out with 500 on the other end. So just a little bit of a swing with a small risk. So we'll take that one. And let's move into MGM. Melvin Gordon to score a touchdown at any point is boosted to plus 110. I say this all the time. If you see a bet go from deep negative odds into positive odds, not necessarily deep negative odds, but this is about minus 120 to minus 125, depending on the book you look at, to better than 50-50 odds. We're talking worse than 50-50 to better than 50-50. We're going to take that every time. I don't know if Melvin Gordon scores a touchdown. Like I said, this could be a low-scoring game, but at those odds, we will definitely take that. Let's get into our FanDuel bets, where we've got the Broncos to cover plus 2.5 at even odds. The actual spread on this game is just the Broncos plus 1, so an extra 1.5 and better odds. We're going to take that every time. I do think the Broncos come out ahead in this one. I think they are just a little bit more motivated than the Jets at this point, although Sam Darnold is pretty much playing for his job. I still think the Broncos are a slightly better team than the Jets are, and they actually do have, in the back of their mind, they have to have a little bit of playoff aspirations left, because they know they will eventually be getting Drew Lock back, and they will be getting, actually Courtland Sutton is done, but they still have that belief that they'll get their quarterback back and could go on a run when he does come back and still potentially have playoff hopes. So I think I give them the edge in this game. Same kind of thing here, also on FanDuel. Broncos to cover plus 4.5, so even more points, and Noah Fant to score at plus 380. Noah Fant, I do think, is the number one option in this offense, especially catching the ball. So I think there's a very, very good chance that he scores today. And at plus 380, I like that. Like I said, the Broncos to cover at plus 4.5. I don't know if the Jets can beat anyone by 5 points. So I really like that one. Also, with Noah Fant, DraftKings is giving us insurance. So up to $20, you can bet on any player to score the first touchdown, and you get your money back if they score a touchdown at all. So it's a little bit of insurance. I already said I think Noah Fant's going to score a touchdown. Let's just say it's the first one at plus 1,000. The $20 bet would pay out $200. And like I said, I think he's the number one option in this offense. If they do get near the red zone, They'll probably give a goal line punch to Melvin Gordon, but if you're talking on the 7-8 yard line, there's a very good chance that they're looking for Noah Fant. So I like him to score, and let's just hope that it's the first one. And finally, my last bet of the day, also on DraftKings. Like I said, I think that this game has a chance to be very ugly, very low scoring. And I've already got some bets involving guys scoring, so let's hedge a little bit. DraftKings under 34 points. You're going to have to look at the alternate lines for this one. With the 20% boost, they're giving out a 20% boost for every game, just like they did last week, just like they did week 1 and 2. We're going to get that up to plus 264. I go with the 34 points because that accounts for a push on a 20-14 game, and anything less than that, we win. I think there's a very good chance that this game could be 14-10. This game could be 7-3. I have no idea. So I like it. I liked the little chance to hedge here at 34 points, and that is all I've got in this game. It could turn out to be very profitable. It could turn out to just be kind of we're going to break even. We might even lose a little bit, but I do think we've got some good bets out there, a good chance to make some money. So I like it, and hopefully you do as well. So go ahead and hit that sub button. Like I said, follow along. We've been making some money. And hit that like button if you enjoyed my recommendations, and I will see you in my next video.